It feels like a relic of yesteryear when a rivalry is built on tainted water. But as these fans know, the Little Brown Jug history is a long one, and when it's on the line, everyone is thirsty for a sip of victory. High noon is here, and this showdown is ready to roll on EA Sports College Football. The Golden Gophers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Michigan Wolverines offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. The Gophers put up quite a fight for the Jug last year, but it was the Wolverines pulling out a close one.
And that's not a surprise. Michigan dominates this series, and they own the Little Brown Jug. You might as well put Wolverines on it as much as they've won it. They need to make sure they set the tone early. Don't give Minnesota life. Show their dominance early in this football game.
You know, you had to wonder last year if a lot of those players at Michigan maybe weren't thinking about, you know, the rivalries with Penn State, Michigan State, and obviously Ohio State at the end of the year. Minnesota is not a program you can overlook, though, because they are tough and they are scrappy, and they're coming for that Little Brown Jug.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Direct snap. Maybe some room here. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Minnesota's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
Well, it's been a lot of fun to see this running back put up video game-type numbers early this year. But, guys, he has not played a run defense like this yet. This is his first real test of the season. He's going to have to be tough. He's going to have to break tackles, have great contact balance, and you got to hold on to the ball. We know this defense prides itself on creating fumbles and causing havoc. So we'll find out just how good this guy really is after this game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Underwood makes the catch. It's Chambers. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, it's Marshall. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he tacks on the extra point. This rivalry dates back to 1892, but it was in 1903 that fielding Hurry-Up Yost was worried that Minnesota would contaminate his water supply, hence the start of the Little Brown Jug.
How about that, man? A little tampering back then, a little you're gonna fix the game, mess with my players, and I think all those things. It's really cool to learn the backdrops, Jesse, of rivalries and how things are named the way they are, and why the hatred usually runs so deep.
And you know what's interesting is a lot of these players on the field right now, they probably don't have any idea of the history and how interesting that is. All they care about is adding another trophy to the trophy case, and they want the Little Brown Jug in that box.
Rushes on him, and he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. To the air, it's Underwood. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pressure coming. Got his man to the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. The moments, the big plays from rivalry games like this one etched in your memories, and here are some that I'm sure will bring back some warm and some heartbreaking memories. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's Underwood to throw. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Play fake, Underwood. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Oh, the quarterback. He had his hands in the air after throwing that one. He thought that was a sixer, but his guy dropped it.
Motion from the back. Throwing, Underwood. This time it's complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. Being chased. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the...
Touchdown, Michigan! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Plucks it out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. They're working that left side. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Running inside, it's Taylor. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Oh, and on defense, offense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they wanted. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Underwood. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. He makes the catch. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
The Wolverines will hustle to the line. In the lore of the Little Brown Jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told them, well, come win it if you want it so badly.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but listen, it was important. I mean, it was helping hydrate people back in the day, David, so, you know, you get points for that.
Not expensive, but you know what? Anything that drives the hate between people and the animosity, sign me up, bro. And so we got to play for it. It means something, and people argued about it. Little Brown Jug me.
Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football.
He lets one fly deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Wolverines will snap it on first and 10. Again, it's Underwood. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Gophers will take their first time out. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Lindsey. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quickly to the tight end. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They punt it away on 4th down. Makes a catch at the 10. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Buchanan. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can you do running clock in the second half?
And they did tack on the extra point. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Gets it out fast. Gets away from one, finds some space. Timeout called by the Golden Gophers, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Throws to the wideout. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Lofts one deep down the right side. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with Louisville taking on the number 25 team, the Virginia Tech Hokies. And it's Louisville who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today.
The Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
The Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Underwood to throw. Under fire. Avoids pressure on the right. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. They get to him as he throws. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and, man, you know he's looking for more.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So
here's a little room there. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. Michigan has dominated this rivalry over the years, and they look oh so close to securing the jug again.
You look at Michigan on paper, and they have an advantage all over the place against Minnesota. It was a question of whether they could just stay out of their own way. If they eliminated the mistakes, we knew this was going to be a tall order for Minnesota, and Michigan just looks dominant, David.
Yeah, it stinks, but it is the facts. The facts are you're less talented at Minnesota, and you've got to play really, really well, especially in these rivalry games, and hope to catch Michigan on a bad day. But that little brown jug is inching towards Michigan's sideline now.
Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Michigan! Into the end zone for 6.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Lindsey. Bringing the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Takes the easy completion. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jet. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success...
Makes a grab and room to run. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on second and goal. The offense changing the play. Off play action. On the move to his left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on third and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Taylor has it into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to the ground with the running back. Snowed under by the defense. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not a lot of room to field this one. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Looking for space. It's Turner. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Oh, they're after him. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, though.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up because they're blowing this team out. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all zeros.
He's knocked down immediately, tried to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Makes one man miss. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Thompson. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught, it's Lowry. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. This trophy has been around forever, the oldest in the FBS, and for much of that time it has been controlled by Michigan. And once again, it is the Wolverines taking the little brown jug away from Minnesota.